What did you pick up in this high-level briefing, and what's the government's roadmap? Rahul Srivastava.
Now, what the government has given a very clear picture that if there are 94 crore adults in the country above 18, those numbers will be met by 188 crore vaccine doses by December 31st. How the government intends 53 crore by July end, in which 12 crore coming in June, 16 crore coming in the period of July, and from August onward, the government has even defined who is going to supply what number of vaccine doses.
Multiple letters from multiple states in fact reached the office of the central government, saying that since it is the constitutional obligation of the center, health being a state subject, this procurement policy should be decentralized, number one, and the decision as to which age group would be vaccinated should also be left to the state government. Health being a state subject, and since the states did not want to feel that they were left out, and in fact some states giving out an accusation that this is a stepmotherly treatment, in fact, which was being meted upon them, I firmly believe that if this had not been done for a month or so by the Modi government, then the accusation of the state governments on the center would have always been there.
Prime Minister can't come and lie to the nation, especially when everybody has suffered. Every single family in this country has suffered over the last 2 months. You expect the Prime Minister to apologize, not to lie, be sincere in his comments. He's the same. He'll pat his back, he'll blame everybody else but himself, and he'll again offer you, मैं कल ये करूँगा. अरे साहब आपने कल क्या किया था? The orders of vaccine will say the entire story, will tell you the entire story. January and April कितने ऑर्डर किए थे इन्होंने, बस इनको बोलिए अभी संबित पात्रा जी निकाल कर सामने रख दें. क्यों भरोसा नहीं है आपकी जुबान पर?
The current need of the hour to counter this pandemic is to vaccinate, apart from COVID appropriate behavior. And therefore I think, there has been a very good course correction. We welcome this, and it will be done quick and fast in the next 3 to 4 months so that we can mitigate and take the sting out of a potential probable third wave. So I completely welcome this.
No path can be a perfect path. I think every country has faltered because this is something which has taken the world's pants off, literally, so to say. And I think we need to be patient. We need to be collective. We need to show solidarity. This is not the time to be slinging mud at each other. What I would request is all the opposition parties form support groups, help the patients in need.
Maharashtra has the highest number of COVID cases. Do you welcome what the Prime Minister has said unreservedly?
What the central government did in the month of April was absolutely arbitrary, and it was going against the entire Indian Epidemic Act, the Disaster Management Act, and the Essential Commodities Act, which has been put in place ever since COVID's first case was reported in India, which gave overriding powers to the central government despite health being a state subject. For them to wash their hands off the entire vaccination process was, I think, something that even the Supreme Court has spoken about.
The state governments have aspirations. They are demanding something where they feel that they can do better job than other states. One state feels that they can do better job than the rest. Then that flexibility should be given, and that has been given. When all of them collectively
So why did he change now? So why has the Prime Minister changed his view today?
All the states now collectively making a request to the central government that please restore the policy you had. Let it be centralized policy and the distribution mechanism what you had put in place in the beginning itself.
Government of India missed the bus as far as booking of vaccines is concerned, approving manufacturers is concerned, procurement of the vaccines is concerned, starting vaccination drive is concerned. Now better sense had prevailed that at least with regard to centralized vaccination procurement. But this mistake had its own price. And what is the price, Rajdeep? You know that out of 5 worst affected nations in the world, we were the least as far as the population which fully vaccinated is concerned.
What has been done now is absolutely right, because even the Supreme Court questioned it. How can you say that for above 44 you would give the vaccines free and below that the state should pay? How could you have a differential pricing? I mean, this whole thing had descended into a complete detrimental policy. I mean, India was losing. Politics was winning.
Even rural people are saying that by the time one round of Covishield will happen, it will take us over a year. Madam, tab tak ye bimari koi aur swaroop le lega. Above and below the optics, there is suffering, there is disease that is not coming out in the open. and people are talking about the fact that they are not covered enough, the quantum is simply not enough. So simply pushing the onus onto the states is not going to be enough.
Was this mid-course correction a result of the Supreme Court coming down very heavily on the government, calling the centre's policy irrational?
The government has taken the decision which it is not under the mandate of the court, because the order does not say so, and I'm just clarifying because there's a lot of fake news floating around. The central government finally universalized the entire program, because after a month of seeing how the states completely mismanaged, these very states did a turnaround, and as many as 10 state governments wrote last month to the government of India saying, no, we cannot go on with the decentralized policy. The central government only should purchase the vaccine. The central government only should run a universal immunization program. The central government should be jabbing for free.
The Chief Minister of Delhi actually said that asking the states to procure a vaccine would be akin to asking states to procure their own weapons in case the country is attacked. So I don't know from where BJP is getting this, that the states were asking for a decentralization of procurement. What the states were asking was a decentralization of distribution. And giving the example of Delhi, we had said that allow us to open as many vaccination centers as possible. We will finish vaccination of Delhi in 3 months, because Delhi is a smaller state. It's an urban state. It is easier to vaccinate. So all we were asking was, decentralization of distribution.
Today, after the Prime Minister made the announcement that the centralized system is going to be back, there were several political parties which have come out and said, see, this is exactly what we were saying. What the PM has done is what we were suggesting. Finally, the PM has given in. That means that the political pressure works. So if the opposition's political pressure works in the Prime Minister reverting back to the original scheme, doesn't the opposition think that the pressure they were applying at one time, that why does the Prime Minister decide which age group to give vaccination? Why only to elderly? Give us freedom. Don't you think the pressure was working at that time also? And if you want credit today for this decision, then who's responsible for that decision? The fact is, this bickering, this one-upmanship eventually has led to a 2-month delay in proper speeding up of the vaccine drive.